Good afternoon and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. We're here with Fred and Sampson, and we're going to demonstrate all the obedience commands Sampson's learned here at school. We're going to start off by introducing the training equipment. Fred's got a standard 6-foot web training leash, and he keeps the bulk of that leash folded in his right hand, which leaves his left hand free to make a little correction. And the only correction we give is a tug and release on the training collar, and that is the second piece of equipment. Now Sampson and Delilah have been fitted with their very own collar, and we're going to start off with heeling. Heeling is proper walking on the leash, and the command is Sampson heel. Now at this point he's got a job to do, and that's to stay even with your left leg or your left side and to automatically sit when you stop walking. Now that automatic sit's nice when you're crossing your street or just want to talk to someone. So as you notice, whenever Fred stops, he automatically sits and then waits for the next command at that point. Nice automatic sit. And the next command we're going to show you is going to be the stay command. It's a hand and a voice command. Fred uses the flat of his left hand and the one-word firm command to stay. Now these guys are still young and still will make mistakes like every other dog and puppy will. You notice when he went to get up, Fred said no, gave him the command one more time, and went out to the end of the training leash. Keep a little slack in that leash. Now when Fred returns back to Sampson, you'll notice he'll walk all the way around him. We walk around the dogs here for an added distraction. We use that sit-stay to help with their attention span. So Fred returned back to Sampson, walked all the way around, got him back on his left-hand side, and then started heeling again. There's an automatic sit. Now it's going to be important with Sampson and Delilah that you work them separately initially. Keep your training sessions short and almost copy this video, maybe 10 or 15 minutes at the most. If you can work them every day, that would be great, but every other day would be just as good.
Okay.
Fred gives him the stay command one more time. Again, it's a hand and a voice command. He doesn't use his name, goes out to the end of the leash. And last time he returned to Sampson, this time he's going to call him. Uses that recall. Sampson's been trained to come back to you and then sit. It's a good way to teach him not to jump when he's greeting people, not to jump on you. Very good. And you'll notice when you're working your dogs individually that Sampson or Delilah may be better at one thing than the other. Nice automatic sit. If you can hear Fred, he's encouraging Sampson, he's talking to him. You see his tail's going a mile a minute. Fred's going to put him in a sit-stay one more time. Go out to the end of the training leash, leave a little slack in the leash, and then he'll use his name, lighten the tone of his voice, and call him. You see he comes right in. Very nice sit. Fred gets him back to heel position. And so far so good. We've done some heeling, an automatic sit, the stay, and the come command so far. Well, here's some nice heeling by Sampson. A little slow on the automatic sit, but he did it, and that's the most important thing. Now the next commands we're going to set up for you are going to be the down commands. Everything starts at that seated position. Fred will use the flat of his left hand and the one-word firm command to down. Now Sampson's a little reluctant on that down, but he did it, and that's the important thing, that you don't want to give up. If he's a little stubborn with a command or two, you can always work a little bit harder on that command. But remember, when you ask him to do something, you got to make sure that he follows through. So this is our down from heel position, and just like with your sit stay, Fred's going to return to him, and he's going to walk all the way around. Gets back to heel position, gives him a pat on the head for praise, and we'll heel him out of that. A lot of times there's a fine line between too much praise and not enough praise. And with these young puppies, they're such happy guys. A pat on the head or on the chest is usually enough. Try to give them the down command again. That was much, much better. So this is our down stay. And you can lengthen out your time, so have them hold it for 30 seconds, working up to a minute, working up to 2 minutes. And then instead of returning back to Sampson this time, Fred's going to call him. You can see he likes doing this. He likes the interaction. His tail's going a mile a minute. Fred gets him back to heel position. Very, very good. And we got really, really nice puppies. They really, really are. Nice automatic sit. Now the last command we're going to show you is our down from a distance. Fred's going to put him into a sit stay. Take a step or two in front of him. We'll use his right hand and the one-word firm command to down. Now this is a little harder, but he did that very nicely. Very, very good. So just like this video, copy this video, mimic this video when your guys come home. We've shown you the heeling, the automatic sit, the down, the stay, the down from a distance, and the come command. We'll be back momentarily with Delilah, but we want to thank you so much for using Nora's Dog Training Company as your personal dog trainer.